The first thing you notice isn't the size of the pool. It's the silence. The kind of silence that only exists when the world feels far away, and every distraction has been engineered out of existence. Julian Mercer stood barefoot on warm stone, staring at a body of water so perfectly still it mirrored the sky without distortion. This was not a pool designed for swimming laps or weekend fun. This was a pool designed to change how you feel about life itself. The most stunning pools you've ever seen don't exist in hotels or public resorts. They live behind gates, beyond security checkpoints, and inside estates that rarely appear on maps. These pools are not accessories to homes. They are centerpieces of identity, sculpted expressions of taste, influence, and vision. At this level of wealth, water is no longer functional. It becomes architecture, psychology, and art. The pool stretched endlessly toward the horizon, its edge disappearing into the Pacific Ocean. The line between man-made and natural was intentionally erased. Engineers spent years perfecting the angle, depth, and curvature so that the water would merge seamlessly with the sky at sunset. This wasn't extravagance, it was precision obsession. Billionaires don't ask if something is possible. They ask how flawless it can be. Julian had seen infinity pools before, but this was different. Sensors beneath the surface adjusted temperature minute by minute. Filtration systems were silent, invisible, and flawless. The stone beneath his feet had been imported, hand-cut, and aged artificially to appear timeless. Every detail existed to produce a single feeling, effortless dominance over environment. For the ultra-elite, pools are not built to impress guests. They are built to anchor daily rituals. Morning swims that clear the mind before billion-dollar decisions. Midnight floats under private skies, free from noise, cameras, and interruption. In homes like these, the pool is not leisure. It is therapy, meditation, and declaration. As Julian stepped into the water, he felt it immediately. The temperature was perfect. Not warm. Not cool. Just right. That's the secret of elite design. Nothing calls attention to itself, yet everything feels extraordinary. This is how the world's most stunning pools operate. They don't scream luxury. They calm you into understanding it. By midday, Julian explored the estate's lower levels, where additional pools revealed themselves like secrets. One was carved directly into the rock beneath the mansion, illuminated by skylights cut through stone centuries old. Another was suspended above the property, a glass-bottom masterpiece floating between wings of the house. From below, the water shimmered like liquid crystal, turning swimmers into silhouettes suspended in the air. These are not pools built by contractors. They are built by teams of architects, engineers, and designers who treat water like a living material. At this level, pools are designed to evoke emotion. Some are meant to energize, others to slow time, some to inspire awe, others to create intimacy. The wealthy don't want one pool, they want experiences layered in water. In desert estates, pools stretch like oases, contrasting against endless sand. In mountain mansions, heated pools steam under falling snow, framed by alpine peaks. On private islands, pools bleed into the ocean, creating illusions that confuse the senses. These pools don't just exist in nature, they reshape it to serve vision. Julian entered a spa pool infused with minerals tailored to muscle recovery and mental clarity. The water composition had been tested, refined, and adjusted based on biometric feedback. This was luxury that responded. Nearby, a lap pool curved around a garden, shielded from wind, noise, and sightlines. Swimming here felt like moving through a private world no one else could enter. Security and privacy remained constant. These pools were invisible from drones, neighboring properties, and passing aircraft. Landscaping, elevation, and structural design ensured that no one could observe without permission. For the elite, privacy is not a feature. It is non-negotiable infrastructure. Julian realized something important. The most stunning pools aren't about size or cost. They're about control over experience. The ability to decide when to be seen and when to disappear. When to entertain and when to retreat. Water becomes the medium through which that control is felt. Guests who visit these homes often remember the pools more than the houses themselves. Not because they were flashy, but because they changed how time felt. Conversations deepened. Stress dissolved. Moments stretched. That is the power of water when it's designed without compromise. As evening arrived, the estate transformed. Lights beneath the water activated softly, illuminating the pool from within. The surface reflected stars, architecture, and fire features positioned precisely to avoid glare. The pool was no longer an object. It became the emotional center of the property. Julian sat at the edge, feet in the water, watching the sky darken. He understood now why the world's most powerful individuals invest so heavily in pools. These are not indulgences. They are anchors of presence, places where clarity returns and ambition resets. In a life filled with pressure, attention, and responsibility, water becomes sanctuary. The most stunning pools you've ever seen are rarely photographed correctly. Cameras flatten what is meant to be felt. The temperature shift, the silence, the way sound disappears underwater, the way thoughts slow. These experiences cannot be captured, they must be lived. And that is exactly why they are reserved for the few. These pools are designed to outlast trends. Built with materials that age beautifully. Systems that evolve with technology. Designs that remain timeless. They are not built for resale, they are built for generations. Children learn to swim here. Families gather here. Decisions that shape industries are made poolside under open skies. Julian reflected on the deeper truth. Anyone can buy luxury. But only a few can design environments that shape behavior, mindset, and legacy. Pools at this level are not about water, they are about how power rests, recovers, and renews itself. As the night settled completely, the pool remained still, glowing quietly against the darkness. It did not demand attention. It simply existed in perfection. And that was the final lesson. The most stunning pools in the world are not meant to impress the world. They are meant to serve those who have already arrived. That is elite living. That is water as mastery. And that is why these pools will always remain beyond imagination.